What was that?
I'd like to call to order the Development Planning Service Committee. We already had the invocation and the pledge. We have 3 members present. You have before you the minutes for approval. So moved. Looks like we have addition to the agenda.
We do, Mr. Chairman, for your consideration, addition of item I-2A's intergovernmental agreement with the city of Grovetown.
Yep, so moved. Going down, nothing for consent. We'll go down to the debate agenda. Mr. Proctor.
Thank you, sir. First one is a variance to section 4245C6, our flood damage prevention ordinance. That ordinance requires that a new lot created must have less than 50% of the land in a special flood hazard area. That's designed to prevent a lot being created that has minimal property. However, in this case, these are very large lots. It is encumbered by a lot of special flood hazard area. However, even the smallest lot that's left buildable is 1.65 acres of buildable land, so it far exceeds the required space zoning for the property. Staff is recommending approval of this variance to that section of the code.
So moved. Next item, sir.
Next one I have for you is a 2024 Local Road Assistance Administration application. So this is new money that we have not received yet. The governor put about $250 million into the local government's hands. This does not require a match, so we are looking to pave some more roads. The road list is there in front of you. We are asking you all to approve this so that we can get this applied for to meet the June 15 deadline. If you have any questions about the roads, we'll be happy to take that. Staff has recommended approval. Staff does use our rating system when they go through these roads and look at it, plus the complaints we're getting from residents. So these are definitely all in need. They're kind of working through our list of once we do get.
Yeah, so moved.
Sure, Steve.
Next item, sir.
Ask Mr. Prather to come up and present a couple of them.
Morning, sir.
First item I have for your consideration is a contract agreement with PFA Engineering for HVAC upgrades at Patriots Park. As you may be aware, we've been doing onesie and twosie upgrades at Patriots Park. We just finished the roof, and we've been working with John's team on various other renovations. This is part of the 1722 contingency project. We also have another project in the new SPLOST for Patriots Park, which will encompass a greater renovation. So this is, again, just one portion of this. Our staff's working on a package to renovate the rest of the gym, but this is the engineering contract for the HVAC work. Staff recommends approval. Cost not to exceed $20,000.
So moved. Next item, sir.
The second item for your consideration is an agreement with Georgia Power to relocate our primary line at the Racket Center. This is at the Columbia County Racket Center. As you know, we've had a contract to begin construction on that, and this is to allow Georgia Power to come in and relocate a primary line. There is no cost to the county. Staff recommends approval. Cost.
So moved. Next item.
The last item for your consideration is another agreement with Georgia Power for relocating a primary line for the Justice Center expansion. This primary line is on the left side of the building where our new footprint is, and we will be kicking this project off this week as far as a pre-con. So this is a contract to do that. Staff recommends approval. Again, no cost to the county.
So moved.
Thank
you, sir. No cost, went fast.
Present for all.
My items don't have any cost either.
There you go. Planning services, sir, move forward for us.
Yeah, the first item for your consideration is an easement encroachment agreement. This property had a deck, and when they went to replace it, it was discovered that it was within a 15 50-foot utility easement, sewer easement. So staff has executed the agreement with the landowner and not to approve it.
How far over that line?
It's in there a good bit, but the footings, is my understanding, will be located in a place that won't impact the actual line itself. So they'll be kind of working around that.
Of course, the agreement
Absolutely.
About 7 feet into that.
says. Move to consider.
So moved. Next item, sir.
Second one is also an easement. This is a side property line, easement encroachment. This is between two parcels in Greenpoint subdivision, 640 Garland and 636 Garland. They're proposing to put in a retaining wall that will have a maximum height of 5 feet and taper down to a foot one end. It's within the building setbacks, so there shouldn't be any concerns or issues. Staff's reviewed it, the easement encroachment's been executed by the landowner. Staff's recommending approval.
Stanley Martin Homes.
When you say plans drawn up, the house plans themselves, I think the property itself was tapered in such a way that there was a stair step, and I think in order to better utilize the property, they look towards, obviously, a retaining wall, flatten that, that bit of slope out. And they own both parcels, that's why they're executing. They will know from the get-go.
Are they encroaching into?
Couple feet.
All the way up to the line.
I think if, in your backup, you'll see the it's right, it's within a foot of the line itself, the side property line.
Stanley Martin had actually developed this property. Stanley Martin bought the property and then want to move out the wall to make a flatter 2 lots.
Oh, okay, so they weren't the original developers.
Correct.
then.
No, they weren't. And you can see from that, in the back up there, there's a corner, the 640 is the corner lot. And so with that, you've got 2 front setbacks and a side. As you can see there, it's a pretty narrow lot. It's a minimum standard lot, and this is what we get when we have, difficult narrow lots like this.
Questions? So moved.
All right.
Last item.
Yep. Last item for your consideration is an ancillary dwelling at 5321 Columbia Road. It's a 25-acre parcel, has an existing home of just over 5,000 square feet under roof. They are proposing an ancillary structure that is just over 2,000 square feet under roof, and I emphasize that because our requirement for ancillary dwellings is 1,800 under roof. But that breakdown of the proposed ancillary is 1,485 heated and then a 553 square foot carport. So that's what puts it over the 1,800, hence why they're here today. Staff's recommending approval.
So moved. Thank you, sir. Let's see, next item we have, additional item, covering that.
I'll start. Mr. Gordon will come up to the podium with
All right.
questions. So we do have a intergovernmental agreement here with the city of Grovetown for the sale of potable water. Mr. Gordon is booked on this agreement.
Yeah, this is a 40-year-old agreement we've had with Augusta, or with Grovetown, and we're renewing that agreement. We're gonna update our rates and do a 10-year agreement with Grovetown and require a minimum 10 million gallons per day of use, or per month of usage.
I will add, you'll notice that it was a 40-year agreement. We had a similar situation with Harlem before we bought that system. I didn't think 40 years was prudent. I asked that it be reduced to 10 years. We do have good partners in Grovetown. It can be extended, but I think a 10-year agreement is much more prudent on our behalf. Staff has also worked well to address an issue that became an issue with the last agreements, which is the charging of higher rates to people outside of the city that are on the system. So that is capped at 1.55% of what they charge in-city residents. That's actually written into the contract. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We bought that one. So this one addresses that issue as well. So I feel like Mr. Gordon's done a really good job of getting a fair agreement, but a 10-year agreement seems to be more prudent. And of course, we can extend it as many times as that board wants to do. I just didn't feel like 40 years was the right number. In 10 years, you would have to go through it again.
Second with a comment.
Audible.
Potable.
Please change potable. That's what I thought you
Well, it's
meant.
portable too.
Will you please,
Take it.
will you please make those corrections to the spelling for that?
We can move it and you can drink it.
On the contract documents, please correct
We
that.
will. Thank you.
So moved. Thank you, sir. Any legal matters, sir? We'll move into staff reports.
We have the March and April 2024 Planning Department workload monthly reports. Happy to answer any questions. I'll defer to the building official on that one.
Any other questions?
Definitely headed in the right direction.
Next report.
We have for your information, the March 24 plan review workload monthly report. Happy to answer any questions.
Questions?
I will point out, though, that we did, if you look at the number of reviews, we had 32 for the month, which is not uncommon, but we got all of them done in 14 calendar days or less. So that's why that average time was down considerably from what you typically see. Again, 7 days is, calendar days is a really good number. Not just the number that we did, but it's also the quality of the work that was done within those reviews. So that's why you see good rate there.
Next report.
All right, the first one we have is the March, April 23-24 Development Services Report. Copy of those are there for your review. Further actions required.
Any questions? All right, sir. Report.
All right, next one we have is the April 24 Development Services Financial Report, and a copy of that is also attached for your further actions required.
Questions?
Last one we have
Last
is
report, sir.
temporary event alcohol permits, and a copy of that is attached for your information.
Questions on those? Okay, thank you, sir. Any comments from the public or any commissioner? Okay, yes, ma'am.
$1.88. 1,000 gallons, not a gallon.
Any other questions? Okay, we stand adjourned at 9:29.